Hey everybody, this is Todd with Industrial Comfort. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make an angle finding jig so that you can find the precise angle for your bowl gouge sharpening every time. Now, this jig is specifically used for either a vary or pro grind system so that, again, you can get the exact angle for your bowl gouges every time. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is position your bowl gouge in the sharpening jig. I'm using a 1 3/4 inch offset. You're then going to want to lower the jig into the adjustable armrest on the bottom of your sharpening system and adjust it either backward or forward until the face of the gouge matches the face of the grinding wheel perfectly. Next, I'm going to take a black magic marker and make a line on the front of the blade at the tip of the bowl gouge. I place the tool back in the tool rest and I lean the gouge gently against the sharpening wheel as I rotate it slowly toward me. Now, the abrasives on the wheel will remove the black magic marker line that I just scribed on the tip of the gouge, and this will tell me whether or not I have the gouge perfectly aligned to the face of the sharpening wheel. Make as many micro adjustments as you need to until the black line that you've drawn is removed in a single pass of the sharpening wheel. Next, I take a 6-inch by 9-inch piece of 1/2 inch plywood and cut a 45-degree miter cut from one of the corners. Without this miter cut, you won't be able to get the plywood to seat properly in the tool rest. Back over at the grinder, we position the piece of plywood against the back side of the tool rest, lean the wood forward against the sharpening wheel, and use a pencil to scribe the outline of the sharpening wheel. The next thing you're going to want to do is take a Forstner bit as large as you have. In this case, I'm using a 2.5 inch diameter bit, and you're going to want to drill a hole such that it bisects the outline of the wheel that you drew from the last step. Here you can see that the hole I drilled bisects the trace line from the sharpening wheel. Now I bring over to the bandsaw here and I cut out the line that I drew from the sharpening wheel. Just make sure that you leave about 1 millimeter of extra material to account for the fact that you swung the wood over to the side when you trace the outline. I bring over to the miter saw and clip the edges. Without doing this, I won't be able to fit the jig onto the wheel properly. It's time to put this jig in action. I merely seat it in the tool rest and move it forward until the jig locks in place. And I'm going to confirm it with another black mark on the tip of this gouge to ensure that we're getting the appropriate placement. And sure enough, we've got that perfect 60-degree angle every time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.